All right, I was out today. I actually left the house and did stuff. I come home to find Devante Smith-Pelly has not been qualified by the Washington Capitals. So here's the thing: restricted free agents versus unrestricted. Unrestricted means on July 1st you're free. Restricted means a team has rights to you, but they have to meet certain criteria. So let's say you're making $650,000. That's the league minimum salary. And a qualifying offer for Smith-Pelly would have had to have been $715,000, which Smith-Pelly has the right to reject. So say, no, I'm not accepting that, meaning they could have gone to arbitration. You sit in front of an arbitrator, that person then decides how much money you're going to make. The Capitals look at what he did in the finals and probably say, okay, he might get a lot more money than what we want to pay him, so we just won't qualify him. Meaning that on July 1st, Devante Smith-Pelly could be a free agent for anybody who wants to sign him. I don't think Washington wants to lose him, and apparently they're still negotiating with him, but they clearly don't want to pay him a lot of money to stay. And while I may not completely agree with playing hardball with them, they have $13.2 million remaining under the cap. I can understand the idea that he did have a really solid Stanley Cup final and he should get paid, but at the same time, his regular season stats kind of underwhelming, and there's been some underwhelming performances. He got bought out last year by the New Jersey Devils, and now it looks like he could end up being an unrestricted free agent on July 1st. An obvious example of this, everybody points out John Druce. The thing is, John Druce actually had a couple of very productive seasons after his big season as a goal scorer for the Capitals in the playoffs, but they weren't up to what we thought they should. What his totals never approached what we thought they were going to be. So in the playoffs, he looked fantastic, and then in the regular season, he was good, but he wasn't fantastic, and he couldn't recreate that magic in postseasons after. So I'm on the one side kind of glad that the Capitals are not necessarily romanticizing what's happened here with a cup win, and at the same time I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but they still won the Stanley Cup, and do you really want to alienate a lot of players from, like, how many pieces do you want to lose before you're looking at a brand new team in the fall? Again, Smith-Pelly, third/fourth line player, but it was these guys that really got them over the top against Vegas. That was really the defining difference. They shut down Vegas's leaders, and their depth guys stepped up. We'll see what happens. Again, he's still negotiating with Washington, but he could very well be an unrestricted free agent on July 1st. And if that happens, he's probably going to sign for more money than he probably should with somebody who's desperate to get a win in the playoffs. And an interesting one I read today, and I'm just going to throw this in at the end of this video, I'm not going to do a video specifically about it, is apparently at the top of Rick Nash's list of teams to go play for is Columbus. How interesting would that be? But I can't do a video specifically on that, so I'm just throwing it in as a tidbit in this video. But let me know what you think about DSP. How much do you think he's going to end up getting? Does he stay with the Caps, or does he just walk as a UFA? And how does this make you feel about the Capitals going forward, and who do you think ends up replacing him in the lineup? Go ahead and look through UFA lists if you want. Just have fun with it. This is that fun time of year where you can kind of look and go, hey, this guy's a free agent. Maybe we can get him. I'd be interested to know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.